alpacas, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here today, my name is Mystique and welcome to the Magical Rainbow Alpaca. Today we're going to be talking about why you have dreams about your exes, even when you don't really want to and you consciously are over that person. So the whole reason why I came up with this idea was actually because I've been experiencing some dreams where they're with my ex-boyfriends and I literally don't want any of my ex-boyfriends back. It kind of flabbergasted me and I was just like, okay, why am I having these dreams when I thought I was over all my ex-boyfriends? And I just kept having like dreams with my ex-boyfriends night after night, but with different exes. So I'm just like, okay, there has to be a bigger underlying reason for this to be happening. So I kind of looked within and I was trying to figure out what all was going on within me, and then that's when I realized the reason why I was still dreaming about these exes, and also some of them were ex-crushes as well, is because these people have created negative emotions that were stuck within my body that I hadn't released. So basically the whole reason that I kept dreaming about my exes is because, if anything, they had made me feel negative emotions that I never actually healed from or worked through. The subconscious mind is a very powerful place. It basically holds all information that we've ever really received in our life. And this is how we can become programmed by our external factors. This is why when growing up, it is so crucial to what your surroundings are, what environment you grow up in. If your parents are supportive or not. All through childhood, these will influence how a person turns out when they're an adult. Basically, ever since someone is a toddler, all the way up to when they're like 17 or 18, and sometimes it progresses on to 25 when the brain actually finishes developing. So when you have negative emotions that you feel, especially when you're younger, you don't really know how to properly regulate yourself unless you have super supportive parents that kind of take you through regulating yourself. But in order for a parent to be capable of doing this, they themselves have to be emotionally mature. They would have had to go through all of their emotions and have them regulated and healed, either on their own or they had their parent help them along through it. A huge thing in our society is that not very many parents are emotionally mature. So when a person is feeling negative emotions, those parents don't actually do the proper nurturing and support that their child needs when that child is going through negative emotions. What happens when we don't regulate our negative emotions? Well, they stay there. They stay there, and after being there for years untouched, they will start to wreak havoc on your body. That's for an entirely different video. But if you're interested, I have some videos talking about that you can watch. I'll link them up right here. I digress, let's move forward. When your ex makes you feel a negative emotion, if you don't regulate it properly, which is very easy to not be in a place where you're capable of that, nowhere teaches you how to regulate yourself unless you go to therapy. And sometimes there's good therapists and then there's crappy ones who don't understand you, and you don't ever really know what kind of therapist you're gonna get when you're first starting out. And also that costs a lot of money. You're kind of shelling out money and you don't even know if you're going to be taught what you need in order to regulate your emotion. So because you haven't dealt with these negative emotions that these exes caused you, they get stored in the deepest, darkest depths of your subconscious mind. So basically when you're sleeping is the best time when your subconscious mind is trying to process what's sitting within the subconscious mind. And sometimes those being those negative emotions that you have suppressed. Your subconscious mind is trying to work through those feelings that you were influenced to feel from your exes. So that's why you're dreaming of Jimmy when it's been 6 years. Because Jimmy or Veronica made you feel these negative emotions at some point during your relationship with them. So really, the way to make sure that you don't dream about your exes, start to look deeper. See if you have emotions still lingering within yourself because of that person. I'll give you an example. In my life, my major crushes in elementary school and high school, I often felt not good enough for them because of things that they said. It led me to feel inferior about myself and feel like, oh, I'm not good enough to be with this person, or I'm not significant enough to be with this person. I honestly really saw myself as a really small, like I didn't matter, and why would this person want to be with me when there's so many other pretty girls? There's nothing special about me. I'm just ordinary. So because I had those negative emotions still stuck within my subconscious mind, it made me dream about these people, like my previous crushes, because my subconscious mind was still trying to process those negative emotions. And the thing is, the subconscious mind can't really process emotions by itself. You have to really help it along with that process. You really have to actively be trying to regulate your emotions in order for your emotions to release. For the majority of them, you feel so many emotions during the day. You don't have to go through each and every single one because that would just be a nightmare. There would be so many. You feel so many emotions during a day that would just be unreasonable. I think there are some emotions that are more significant than others, right? I guarantee that you can think back to a time in your life where you were made to feel by somebody else that you're insignificant or inadequate or inferior or rejected or ridiculed or unwanted or unloved, right? I'm guaranteeing that somewhere at some point there is a memory you have that covers that whole dynamic that I just said. And that's because those are significant emotional memories. Those are the emotions that you have to work through. If you don't want to keep dreaming about your ex, then you got to address the emotions you're feeling in here, because that's the only way to get rid of those super annoying dreams. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you are not yet a baby alpaca, click that subscribe button just down there to join the baby alpaca family. And until next time, my baby alpacas, I love you all so much. Toodaloo. Bye.